All right, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Bopdbeauty. You can also call me Jayla. Hello. It's been a long time since I posted on YouTube, but here I am, and fall is here. Fall is, well, not literally speaking, I'm in the Midwest, so we'll see about fall, but I do want to get into a first fall look. And then I also have some foundation to play with because of my tan. Like, look at this wild tan. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if you can really see it. Oh, there it goes, there it goes. I just really wanted to like play a little bit with some new foundations, foundation shades, not foundations. I've used these before for sure. And then I also want to do a sort of greenish smoky eye a little bit to play with for this evening. Let's just jump right in, and here we go. I'm gonna do my e.l.f. Camo concealer, 16-hour camo concealer in the shade Tan Sand to prep my eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this on the eye. Oh my gosh, it has been such a wonderful summer. I hope you guys have been having a really good summer as well. I have been just focusing on my students. I've actually been coaching again. I'm not sure if I don't really talk too much about my coaching position, but I've been coaching again, and I've just been really enjoying my time with my students. So I haven't been doing a whole lot of filming for YouTube or Instagram, and I'm just having the best time and just really enjoying that. Okay, taking my beauty blender just to kind of blend everything out a little bit. Make sure it's not too much. Okay. And now I'm just gonna take my e.l.f. highlighting brush. Really cool brush, but it's kind of tapered. I'm gonna take this brush to dip it into some powder to just kind of set my eyes a little bit. This is my Makeup Revolution Bacon Blot. Nothing new, y'all. Just a little bit of that on like the upper half of my eye just to kind of set it a little bit. I'm going to use my Morphe 35R palette. I haven't played with this in a hot minute, so here we go. And there are some really gorgeous matte shades that are in here that I absolutely adore. All right, so first up, I'm going to get my blending brush. This is Morphe M504, my favorite kind of overall blending brush. I think I want this color here. Just to kind of as a reference for if you have this palette, but this color is what I'm going with first with my big ass blending brush. Here we go. Getting this right into my crease, all over. Okay, now I'm going to use a smaller blending brush. This is the Morphe, or no, it is a Morphe brush, but it's MB23. I'm going to use this one here, this kind of deeper-ish color. I hope that this kind of like, my lighting and everything doesn't do these colors justice, but this is kind of a deeper burgundy-ish color, a little more chocolatey burgundy-ish. So do that. And I want this smaller, so I grabbed a smaller brush, and I want this kind of just on the edges here. Okay, that is done. Now I want to use a really deep color on the outer edge, and I'm gonna go for a sort of packing brush, and I'm going to share this brush with that same smaller blending brush. This is another Morphe brush. All of my brushes for the most part are Morphe, but this came in a set, so I don't know the name of the set, but it's purple, and it's kind of a packing brush, really small packing brush. So this is what I'm going to go for. And then I want to use this color here. I want this color right here, this brush, okay? And this is going right on the outer edge. Oh yeah. Okay, now I'm going to take that brush, that smaller brush again, and I'm just going to kind of blend out the edges a little bit. Okay, now I'm ready for the main event. Well, okay, wait, hold on. I'm ready to prep for the main event. Okay, so I'm using Maybelline Color Tattoo in Urbanite. This is kind of like a shadow base sort of thing, but I didn't want to use my concealer again. So I use my finger, go right in with my, well, I'm right-handed, but it's my ring finger. And I'm just gonna put this kind of just right in the center-ish area and then towards the inner eye. This is what's gonna help bring out that color that I'm gonna put on over it. Tiny brush again. And I'm just gonna kind of blend over those edges just to make sure there's nothing, I don't want it to be a harsh line. And then let me get close so you can see what's going on so far. That's what we got so far. Now I'm just going to use my Artist Couture Supreme Nudes palette. I'm going to use Supreme, this shade right here, Supreme. I don't know if it's doing it justice, but yes, so pretty. Again, using my finger because I love to do my makeup with my hands, and I'm just gonna take that right on the center. Okay, there is that. Close that up, and then now I'm going to, I kind of just take that same packing brush and I'm just going to wipe it off of my shirt. This is an old t-shirt. I love wearing t-shirts doing my makeup anyway, so it works out fine. And I kind of just go over the edges of where the colors meet, just to gently make sure that I didn't bring that Supreme shade, that green shade, too far out, and it just kind of brings everything back in where it belongs. I'm gonna do some liner. I am using matte liquid liner and it's black, and I just really like this one. I am gonna do a wing today. Get right real close. My wings are typically really small, but I've learned that if I make them bigger, then my eyes look better. So let's just see how this one turns out. There we go. Okay. So they're not the same. That's okay. You just live your best life, okay? That's all that matters. All right, now I'm gonna zoom back out and we're gonna get the face. Okay, let's do it. You're like, okay, we're back. All right, now we're gonna do some face. All right, I am so ready to play with some new stuff, okay? So before I start priming, I want to go ahead and figure out which one of these shades is good for me. So I've got the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. Love this foundation. It's got some SPF 25 in it, but you'd have to use like a shit ton to really, like a ton of this in order for it to really get like the SPF aspect of it. So just know that. Make sure you're still putting on your sunscreen every day, every single day. So this is in the shade 525 Deep Golden. And I feel like from bottle wise, it's gonna be okay, but let's find out. Doesn't seem too bad, but let me see. Oh, okay. Okay. The tan is not as bad as I thought it was. Back one, that back and right here, that's the Maybelline, and then this is the L'Oreal. Okay, so I actually like them both. I feel like the Maybelline one fits better as far as kind of neutralizing my skin a little bit, so I'm down for that. I'm super duper down for that. But I am gonna go ahead and prime the center portion of my face. I typically don't get the whole thing anyway, so here we go. I'm using the Maybelline Master Blur Stick. I'm just gonna get it on my nose, down here. I like the Maybelline one, so I'm gonna pretty much, for the most part, just use that. I'm using my e.l.f. small stippling brush. A trick that I think I've mentioned before in a previous video, but that was like a billion years ago, but a trick for myself that I learned is to avoid putting so much product on my forehead, because I have all these lines up here and I feel like eventually it kind of settles in. That's nothing to do with these foundations or the products I'm using. That's just the makeup of my skin, of my face, so there's nothing really that I can super do about it. It just kind of is what it is. I think I did pretty good shade matching, just kind of out of nowhere like that. Go me. Okay, and now I'm just I'm done with this for now, and now I'm gonna do my beauty blender, and I'm just kind of gonna get whatever's left over on here and pat that into my forehead. Makeup Revolution Super Size Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C16. This is what it looks like here. I got the big one because I like this one, so. And I'm not gonna use a whole lot of this, like to sit here and say that I'm gonna like sit here and just be like, oh yeah, totally. I'm not gonna use a lot of this because I'm already really tan. So if I use too much of this, it's gonna make me look crazy. So I grabbed a new fresh brush. This is still the same e.l.f. small stippling brush, but I have two of them. So this is another one, another nice fresh one. And this is just gonna get stippled right here. Okay. You want like the top of your ear area. You don't want to bring this too low because you're gonna start looking cray cray. All right. Now we're ready for under eye concealer. I'm using e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Deep Cinnamon. And it's kind of a more neutralized color. It's just gonna help with making sure that that when I put my other shade over it, that it doesn't just kind of look really bright underneath my eye. See, a very neutral shade. Okay, and then that same shade that I used, concealer that I used on my eyes, I'm gonna use that on my under eyes. Just gonna go right over this, and you gotta move quickly with this particular concealer because it dries really fast. So I'm just gonna do a little bit on the nose just to make sure everything stays even. Now I'm doing my NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray, tiny bottle here, and my beauty sponge. Just gonna spray that, and then I'm gonna start with my nose first. Actually, almost went with my under eyes, but I'm gonna start with my nose, work my way semi towards the top a little bit. And it just like that. And now I'm gonna do my under eyes. Okay, now we're gonna use my e.l.f. highlighting brush again, and I'm grabbing, my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter setting powder in the shade Honey. I'm trying to move fast because I don't want creasing on my face. I start with my under eye first, just to make sure there's literally no creasing. Okay. Yay. Looks so good. Oh my gosh, I have not had a tan in so long. I am very, oh my gosh. Gotta love band, right? There's another powder that I do want to use, but I don't want to use my beauty blender to put it on. I'm actually going to use that same brush that I used for the other powder with it. This is my Coty Airspun, I'll show you the lid. Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. This is in the shade Translucent. Just as kind of like a little extra protection, just sort of a little bit on my forehead, just trying to get everything else. Okay, We look so good. Looking good, girl. Okay. All right. Up next is eyebrows. I'm using Morphe micro brow pencil in the shade Java. Looks like this. Really good eyebrow pencil. Brows are done. Hello, we're back. Really good. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to do the outer perimeter of my face. I'm gonna grab my big ass brush. This is another Morphe brush. It is M527. Nice and fluffy. If it'll someday figure it out. I don't know, whatever. This is the brush. It's nice and I like it and I'm gonna use it. Okay, for my bronzer. So we're using Fenty Beauty Coco Naughty Sun Stalk'r bronzer. This is a fan fave. This is pretty much all that I ever use. I don't use anything else. I haven't really tried anything else either, but just to kind of bring a little color here. Not too much, but just enough. And you see I'm kind of just like, sort of just like barely touching my face, sort of sweeping it on. It like a dab, kind of like the stippling brush that I was using when I was applying the makeup and the and my concealer. Okay, now whatever's left on the brush, I haven't dipped back in or anything, but whatever's left on the brush, I'm just gonna kind of run it over my forehead. Just whatever's left on here. Nothing major. Okay. Now we're bronzed children. And I don't have to do anything on my nose because I did everything with concealer. Now I'm going to do my blush. Okay, this is part of that purple set from Morphe. This is the brush handle, or like the head of it, whatever. And I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me blush in the shade Wine. Love this one. That's the shade of it. If it does it justice, I think like right there, that's the color that it's supposed to be. Really like this one. And I like to put my blush high. Like if my contour and my bronzer are gonna be high, this is gonna be even higher. It's kind of, you might as well be placing it semi-directly like underneath your eye for the most part. So, and then we're gonna do the other side. Now, I'm ready for under eyes. We're gonna finish our eyes. Okay, going in with the Big Mama Jammy again, my Morphe 35R. I'm going right in with that dark shade that we used on the outer corner. So this one again, that same shade, we're gonna use that again. This is part of that purple set. Really tiny brush head. I hope it'll focus on it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's the brush. Okay, is that dirty? No. Okay, here we go. I'm like, I just cleaned these. Okay, I am looking down, but just, you know, do whatever. Look up, look down, whatever. You just want to get this right underneath the eye, though. Booyah. And then I'm just going to use that packing brush. I'm gonna wipe it off a little bit, and I'm just gonna kind of run that brush underneath just to make sure it's softly blended on the edge. You don't want to be looking cray cray, okay? Oh my gosh, I look so cute. This looks so cute. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Now I'm ready to dust away the powder that is kind of whatever is just kind of lingering on my face. I'm ready to get rid of that. So, okay. This is the lighting I was hoping for. So I'm kind of annoyed that I started so early, but it's okay because I have things to do today. I'm going to help my job do some things. Oh, I'm using, this is an Eco Tools brush. It's huge. And then I'm using my Makeup Revolution Bacon Blot brush in the shade Banana Deep to kind of dust away excess powder and then get like this set underneath as well. So it kind of just, once again, it just kind of neutralizes everything. Now we're gonna do, I'm gonna set my face with some setting spray. This is NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. Yeah, boy. Again, and now I am ready to highlight, because of course I have to highlight. I'm like, duh. I don't care what season it is, I have to do a highlight. Okay, I'm going to use my Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in the shade Molten Gold. And I'm gonna do my inner corners of my eye first with it. And I'm using the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brush in JH41. There we go. Now I'm same highlighter, and I'm using Morphe Y14 brush. This is the brush here. Just figure it out. Okay, that's it. And I'm going to put that on the tops right there. Now I'm ready for some mascara. The way that I do my mascara is I kind of just, I get a lot on the bottom and then very minimal on the top. So that's just the way that my eyes are. I don't know why, but that's just what happens. And I like to use mascara to set my eyebrows. So there you go. Oh, and this is the Maybelline Snapscara in Pitch Black. I actually really like this mascara. Now I'm ready for lips. I'm going to use my Colourpop BFF3 lip liner. And I'm a gloss kind of gal, even though where I'm headed I'll probably have to put a mask on anyway, but I'm a gloss sort of gal. So I'm using BFF3 lip liner just to sort of get things going. I started off with putting that on. Oh, jeez. Putting that on, and then I'm gonna use my fave. This is literally my fave liquid lipstick. This is the Maybelline Superstay in Matte Ink, and the shade 260 Hazelnut Hypnotizer. And I just do like dabs of this on my lips. I don't really do a whole lot, and I think I'll leave it with this just to, because I can. And then I just kind of finish things out with going over it with the lip liner one last time. Okay, I am ready to start the hair. So basically I'm gonna do kind of like this. Back of the hair is gonna be down, and then I've got this poof in the front that I'm gonna do. And it's already pretty shaped up because, like I said, I've been wearing it like this all week. So I'm just going to I'm gonna do the poof first so that nothing else really kind of gets in the way. Per usual, I'm gonna do my Cream of Nature Argan Oil spray. This stuff is awesome. Okay, and then I'm also going to use a little bit, just a little bit, because a little bit goes a long way. This is the Cream of Nature Pure Honey Shrinkage Defense Curl Activator. Big ass bottle, looks just like this. Okay, I'm gonna use just a little bit of this in the front, okay? This is gonna help with definition. Okay, and then I'm gonna get just a little bit of Eco Tools styling gel. Looks like that. Really just looks like that. Gonna get some of that. and just helps with the definition. And this moves pretty fast, and I'm gonna grab a little thingy and I'm going to go ahead. Okay, and now look at my little cutie poof. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we're gonna do all those steps pretty much all over again for the rest of my hair, but just minus the knot. We're gonna just get it all damp. And then if you want, you can get a get your brush or your edge brush and kind of define the edges, but I'm not gonna do that today. I'm just gonna keep it real chill, just like so. And this is it. This is the look, y'all. Look at how much my hair's grown. Oh my gosh. But this is about it. I'm gonna go and change my top real quick and I'll be right back. This is it. This is the final look. And I'm really pleased with everything. It looks so good. Look at my curl definition. Let me get real close. Okay? Look at that. Oh yes. Absolutely love it. I'm not really going anywhere like super special, so I just threw on this shirt that my parents got me when they went to Vegas. They brought me back this super cute shirt. Absolutely love it. And I'm not doing anything too major this evening, so this is about it. I think I'm just gonna go and grab some dinner and come home, but this is it, y'all. And thank you so much for tuning in. So glad to be back on the tube. And be sure that you're following me on my social media. You can find me on Instagram under Bopdbeauty, and you can find me on my Facebook page, which is also Bopdbeauty, and obviously here on YouTube. And I think that's it. Thanks so much for tuning in, you guys, and I hope you stay blessed and have a wonderful day, evening, morning. I hope everything in your life right now is filled with so much love and bright, and you're staying real safe during these tough times, okay? Bye guys, see you next time.